Sloth is in the house. Oh, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here. Today I'm going to be rolling out my T110E3, continuing on with my, tier 10 collection. And I think I featured this tank a couple of times, something along those lines. Have I? I haven't got a clue. This it's just insane. It's just 100% insane. It's just armor to the max. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. You want to pen it, you need to pen it underneath there, basically, to the left or to the right, and yeah. So that's apart from that, you're not punching through this armor, and it's as simple as that. I do like this tank. I'm afraid to play it too much. I'm scared to play it too much because it's kind of it's detrimental when it comes to your skills, and I mean pretty much don't allow anybody to flank you and just head straight for the enemy. Get in a fantastic hold down position, head straight for the enemy. Don't allow anything to pen you. This tank is basically a flank killer, enemy flank preventer. It'll stop people in their tracks. They'll be progressing forward little by little, and they'll come across the T110E3, and it'll stop them dead in their tracks because they can't get past this thing. It is insanely fantastically armored. It is, but it is slow. It is slow. It'll get there eventually. It's kind of like this is a T95. It's just T95 was a good training tank for this tank. You got to pick and choose your flank carefully. At the same time, it's going to take you a while to get there. So again, pick and choose your flank carefully. And many a games I've finished, and I did not lose one single hit point. But yeah, that's why people go for this tank 100%. Recommended equipment, I mean, it's up to you. Binocs, yes. Toolbox, yeah, why not? Because you don't want to get tracked, and yeah. So the gun rammer, absolutely. Gun lane drive, maybe, possibly. When it comes to long reloads, usually you're already aimed in by the time the gun reloads. And vents, yeah, I would say vents 100%. Everything else is just blah. But yeah, Sloth is in the house. Yeah. Love this tank. Let's get into some gameplay. So, the T110E3 Tier 10 American TD. Of course, it's like I said, there's two American TDs at Tier 10, T110E3 and T110E4. Two totally very similar looking tanks, but at the same time, they're kind of completely different due to the fact that this is more of a battering ram type of tank, so to speak. If you remember Lord of the Rings, what was it in the second part? I can't remember. When the bad guys, they're kind of trying to break through into the castle, and they can't, penetrate the walls, and finally they bring out this big, massive battering ram, and the good guys say, "Oh crap!" That's what this tank is. It's just a battering ram of a tank. It really is. It's just you choose your flank. You push towards that flank little by little. You got to manage your speed, manage the push, so to speak. Don't push too far, too deep, too quick. You got to have allies along with you for the ride, and you're kind of basically spearheading that push. Don't allow anybody to flank you. Use your teammates as cover on either side. If there's artillery in play, 100%. That's totally different. But you can see it does move, it does hustle. It's not a T95. The T95 has basically taught you well, has prepared you well for this tank. It sports a 155mm, just like the T95. It's pretty much the same rate of fire. The rate of fire on the T95 and on this tank is pretty decent. You know, you shoot, you're going to, I think it's less than 20 seconds every, you know, between, I say, what is it, around 18 seconds? Let's take a look. But it's a really decent reload. You know, it's a really decent reload time. 295 pen, 850 damage. So that's 100 more damage than the T95, and aim time is 2.5. That's to be expected. Accuracy is 0.36, which is really good. You know, that's really good. Well, why not? You know, for a gun such as this, there you go. 15 seconds, 15.35. Keep in mind, I've got everything loaded on this tank, you know, and the DPM on this thing is base, it's 2,760, but if you add Brothers in Arms, Cola, Gun Rammer, and Vents, it pushes it up to 3,340, you know, so that's a significant jump in DPM, you know, significant jump in reload and all of that jazz. So it's really good, you know. The reload is, yeah. I'm trying not to say OP, you know. I'm trying not to say OP here, but you can see what I'm doing. I'm not afraid. In the T110E3, you're not scared at all. You push. There's no artillery in play. Like I said, that's a major thing. That is 100% a major thing. I've been playing artillery, and all I do is look for the slow tanks. I look for my T95s, I look for the E3s, I look for the E100s, the Mouses. That's what I look for, you know, big massive blocks that are just moving on along at a snail's pace. And that's what you need to be hitting in artillery to earn silver XP and all of that stuff, to have a good time. And so yeah, it is 100% significant that there's no artillery in play. But another thing that is actually, you know, really significant is the fact that the gun has 8 degrees of gun depression, you know, which the T110E4 does not have. I think the T110, I can't remember how much the T110E4 has, but for angling your armor, for poking like a ridgeline, and you know, it's a blessing, you know. It's so freaking cool that it gets 8 degrees of gun depression, and you can angle your armor such where just nothing can touch you. Nothing can touch you. Here I am, I'm spearheading this kind of like this push on this flank, and I'm keeping an eye on what's happening on the other side of the map, and we're all pushing nicely, equally. I mean, the game is a pushover, but you know, I'm not winning the game single-handedly. I'm working on this flank, you know, and I'm doing good work on this flank. Granted, the other side, they've kind of pushed through, and this game, it wasn't fantastic, spectacular damage-wise, but it kind of shows how, if there's arty in play, and you know when to push, it's just a pushover playing in this tank, you know. It really is, you know. And it's kind of like a blessing getting this tank, because you've suffered the nightmare of the grind that is the T95, you know. You've suffered in that tank for so long, you know, because it's a tier 9 grind. It's the most painful grind there is. Of course it is. It's tier 9. And you get this tank, you know, and it's just it's a nice machine. It's a really nice all-rounder. It's not the fastest tank, but it's, you know, it's not the slowest tank either. So 4k damage, as to be expected. Get the most amount of damage, absolutely, 100%. And hey ho, let's go. Second game, we are on Pearl River, and it's basically the same type of deal. Just pushing, and you know, you pick a flank, you go for it. You don't go there solo. Eventually, somebody is gonna get on your side, and flank you and start pumping shots into your side. There's literally nothing you can do. Of course, there's something you can do. You can pull into a wall, pull into, you know, some kind of object, and swing left or right into the enemy. But wherever you go, just don't go there solo, and you will be rewarded. Pick and choose the flank carefully. Have a look who's going down there. I went down here because, you know, you can see there's a Jaeger to my left, so I was good to go. I mean, there is issues with the fact that, you know, it's a little bit slow. It's forward facing. It has its limitations. But for kicking back and chillaxing, you know, what the heck? You know, I could literally lay back on the sofa, load into my E3, and just go for it. It's kind of like playing artillery, you know. The C100 penned me a couple of times. Penned him in the lower plate. I think he was firing heat. I think I saw a white shell there. But he manages to pen me. I'm not sure where. I mean, if you want to pen the E3, you're gonna have trouble with the, you know, the commander's hatch. But the lower plate, to the left, to the far left, to the far right, basically. Brush my shot there. Bounce from the mouse. E5 bounces off me, and you know, I'm trying to side scrape here. Again, E100 pens me. I'm not using premium here. I mean, 295 pen. What do you need premium for, honestly? And tank physics. I don't know if I like the tank physics when I'm in big bulky things. And the mouse is kind of looking for trouble, debating whether or not he should face my 155mm. Here he comes. Yeah, you can see how he's angled, but that's 295 pen for you, you know. No problema. He's trying, and kind of keeping an eye. Yeah, Jaeger taking care of business. I'm taking care of business. T30, are you crazy? Are you seriously crazy? You know. Quickly move back. Quick. Panicking there a little bit on 569. Again, nothing. He just tracked me. No big deal. Mouse decides to do exactly the same thing as the T30, and again we're going to see an example of tank physics at work here. And I'm struggling to get a shot on this T9 Woofy, and I actually decide to go, you know what, I want to cause full damage, and I'll go for the E5 instead. T9 Woofy gets taken out, and E5, I think he's going to bounce off me. Oh yeah, he manages to damage my gun, I remember now. And all that is left is the E100, who actually penned me twice, and I get to kill him. Oh the joy. Oh the joy. So it's a great tank. You know, you can't not say it's a great tank. It's not a great tank. It's a great TD. It is. It's just this turtle, massive shell, battering ram, riot shield of a tank where you just shove it into the reds. It's like they're throwing everything they have at you, and you're saying, nah, it's not good enough. nah, still not good enough. Nah, okay, oh, you scratched me there, but nah, still not good enough. You're almost there. You almost got me, but yeah. So it is a pretty decent machine. Is it worth the grind? I'd go for the E4. I would prefer the E4, but that's just me. You know, each to his own. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own favorite tank. But you can see why people play in this tank, in the E3. I mean, it's just insane. I was up against an E3. I was in my STB1 alongside an E50M, and he was literally holding up. There was like 300 meters between us and this E3, and he was literally just holding us down for the entire game. We just did not want to approach him. There was no way to approach him, and for 5 full minutes we're just sitting there waiting for him to shoot his gun, and he just didn't want to shoot his gun. because he knew as soon as he shot his gun, we would pounce, you know, and eventually he shot his gun and we pounced, you know, got round to the side of him, no problema. But for 5 whole minutes, that fear factor was there, and both of us, you know, we weren't in a platoon or anything like that. No, not going anywhere near him, you know. No, not interested. It's a friggin' T110E3. The sloth is in the house, and sniping, it doesn't work. I'm not referring to IS7. Sniping, it's you know, that's like with all American TDs. The sniping long distance, the accuracy isn't there. It works once in a blue moon, but yeah. So the T110E3, again, not the most fantastic damage game, but a good demonstration of this tank and what it does and all of that. Well, what am I saying? You know, 5k damage in a tier 10 game. That's fantastic. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are enjoying this like little series where I'm revisiting these tanks. Please drop a like. Take it easy. Adios, muchachos.